and welcome to ABC Interactive English, and I am Karen.
Welcome everybody, I am Shane, and today we are talking about taking flattering photos of yourself, and this is part 1.
Speaking of taking flattering photos of yourself,
Yes.
Shane, I have a question to ask you. You know, yesterday you uploaded a new picture, a new profile picture of yourself.
What do you think?
And you looked really, really good.
Looking good, right?
Yeah, you look really handsome. Your skin was so smooth.
Yes.
I mean, like, how did you look different?
Wait, what do you mean? How did I
mean, like, how did you get rid of all your,
my what? What do you want to say?
like, your, like,
Wrinkles.
in the-
And my skin is not very even looking. Well, okay, I admit it. I use an app. It has
Okay.
like a beauty cam, like a beauty camera app.
Uh-huh.
And that can help to smooth out your skin a little bit and just look a little bit more flattering.
Well, you know, I use beauty cams too, but I think the one you're using, it looks so much better. Do you think maybe you can teach me or you can tell me which app you're using?
Absolutely. I will definitely do that for you.
I mean, who doesn't want to take a flattering photo
I
of
don't think you
themselves?
need any help though.
Really? Thank you very
Maybe
much.
a little. Just a little.
Hey.
There's always room for improvement.
I guess you're right.
Let's get into today's lesson before she hits me.
Let's go.
People like to take pictures of themselves. However, the photos aren't always very flattering. Here are some ways to fix that. First, don't center yourself in the photo.
So we're looking at part 1 of taking flattering photos of yourself, right?
Yes, and I am an expert at that.
You
Apparently.
are, because of your beauty app, right?
Well, you keep saying flattering. What does that mean, flattering?
Well, when you say a flattering app of yourself, flattering, we're using it as an adjective. So flattering photo, it means that a picture of you that makes you look even prettier, even better.
Or it looks really, or something close, because that looks very flattering on you.
That's
It means
right.
it looks really good on you and it brings out your best features.
It brings out your beauty, right? So
Yes.
taking flattering photo, and what's a photo?
Well, a photo is a photograph. So photo is short for photograph. And actually, I don't know if you know this, but it comes from the Greek photo, which means light, and graph, which means to draw.
Okay.
So a picture is like a drawing that's made with light, right? So really, it's a picture that's made by using a camera that records an image on a surface that is sensitive to light.
Oh,
I
I
think
see.
we all know what a photograph is, right?
It's like a picture that you take, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, people like to take pictures of themselves. I do too, and you
Really?
do too,
Selfies?
right? Yes, of course. However, the photos aren't always very flattering. And that is true. It really depends on how you take your photos. You really have to test it out.
It's difficult, and it's kind of like an art, right?
That's right.
You need to practice, and you need to get creative, and you really need to think about all of the elements, like the light and the angle of your face, how to point the camera, a lot of things to think about.
And that is why, if you really love taking pictures, then you can take some courses or classes on photography, and maybe you can be a photographer.
Ooh.
Like a person who takes pictures, like
Who takes
professionally.
photos.
That's right.
So here are some ways to fix that. So if we're having pictures that are not very flattering, we can fix it, right? First, don't center yourself in the photo. Oh, that's interesting, because I think if you're taking a picture of yourself, well, of course, I'm taking a picture of me, so I should be in the middle, right?
That's right.
But they're saying don't put yourself in the center.
They
You need
said
to fix that.
exactly to fix something. What does that
Is
mean?
to make something better that has some problem, right? So you could fix a broken clock if it's not working, or fix an ugly picture, right?
Or a picture that is not too flattering, right?
Right.
And don't center yourself, right?
Yeah.
Don't center yourself in the middle. That means don't put yourself in the middle. So center basically just the midpoint of something. So if you are putting yourself right in the middle of something, then maybe in the picture you wouldn't look so good.
Yeah.
Well, I don't really know. I guess so.
So when you're taking selfies, are you paying attention to the first rule? Do you not try to put yourself in the center?
Sometimes I put myself in the center, and I think it still turns out all right.
Yeah, I think that probably the secret is that you try to take a lot of different photos and put yourself in different things and see which looks best.
Exactly.
But that is something that I've actually heard before about when you're taking a photograph, you don't want the subject or the important thing to be right in the middle of the picture.
Actually, I have heard that too, because if you, for example, you're traveling somewhere and then you want a picture in the background with you in the front, if you are right in the middle, sometimes it makes the picture look a little boring. It's not very pretty, so.
And we're actually going to learn more about that after the break.
That's right. We'll see you later.
Try to follow the rule of thirds. That will help make your good parts look better. Next, pay attention to your body. Keep your shoulders back and your chin forward. After you take the photos, check them for problems. You can retouch them to fix the problems. Remember, don't retouch them too much or you won't look like you.
Welcome back, everyone. So we are taking, flattering photos of ourselves.
That's like we're taking a course right now to learn how to take better pictures of ourselves.
Exactly.
And everybody does that, right? Everyone uses social media and is taking selfies.
Exactly. And then last time, before the break, we mentioned that don't center yourself in the middle, right? Don't center yourself in the picture because it makes the picture look not as interesting.
Or it's not as flattering.
That's right.
Yeah, and in photography, this is called the rule of thirds. So try to follow the rule of thirds. That will help make your good parts look better. So in photography, the rule of thirds is really a way of how do you position the subject in the picture.
Okay.
So really they do that by making kind of like 9 squares, 2 lines down and 2 lines across. And you want to kind of move the subject off to one of the corners. And I'm not really sure why it works, but if you Google it, and they show some before and after, like before the subject is right in the center, and then they follow the rule of thirds and they move the subject to the side, it really does make the subject and the overall picture look much more interesting.
Wow, so there's actually a lot of things to learn from this, eh?
Yeah.
And it says to follow the rule of the third. So follow the rule. Follow right here, we're using it as a verb. So to follow the rule, that means you do what the rule says. If the rule says, you have to do it this way, then you do it. So that's called following the rule. And it's important to follow the rules, for example, when you're in school, so you don't get in trouble, right?
Sure. Like me, I didn't follow the rules a lot when I was in school as a kid, and I did get in trouble. But now I always follow the rules.
So try to follow the rules. Okay. Next, pay attention to your body. Okay, so pay attention to your body. You gotta focus. Look at your body. Okay. Keep your shoulders back.
Okay.
And your chin forward. Okay.
Like this?
I don't know if that looks really flattering.
It doesn't look very natural. It doesn't feel very natural.
Okay.
Too much?
I think you mean like to straighten your back.
Oh, straighten it up.
Yeah,
okay.
but not move it
Chin
too
forward.
far. Exactly.
So the chin is the part of the face below the mouth, right?
That's right.
This is your chin. Yeah, because I think that it's common if you don't have good posture and you slouch your back like this, then maybe your chin will be like this or maybe like this. So So you want to have your chin forward and maybe your shoulders are back, and I think you will look more confident.
Definitely.
You probably feel more confident, right?
You'll definitely look more attractive and more flattering. And we have this next vocabulary word here, forward, and that is an adverb. So basically just moving toward the front. So if you're saying to move your chin forward, that means you want to move your chin a little bit to the front.
Yes.
But not too much though, I don't think. Not like this.
Okay. After you take the photos, check them for problems. You can retouch them to fix the problems. So to retouch something, where you touch it and then you touch it again, retouch?
No, when you're saying to retouch, especially a photo, that is a verb. That means to make small changes to the photo or to the picture to make it look better. So for example, after taking the picture of you, maybe I want to do, some small changes.
Why would you need to change anything?
Maybe just like the little wrinkles up
here,
the little spots, or maybe
pimple.
The dark circles under your eyes.
For example, right?
For example.
Okay. You're not saying I have dark circles under my eyes.
No. So some people want to do a few, like just to retouch the photos to make them look better.
Right.
But remember, don't retouch them too much, or you won't look like you. And that is certainly true, right?
You mean because of my photo, it didn't look like me? It still looks enough like me, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I should take that picture down, and maybe I should follow some of these rules and see if I can make an even better picture of myself.
That's true, because I know there are some apps out there that you can do some crazy changes, make some crazy changes. Skinnier, you can have
muscles,
exactly, bigger eyes,
whiter teeth. But then you look unnatural, and it's not you. So you should be proud of what you look like, right?
Yes.
Just make some small retouches.
And then you will look very, very natural and very flattering, right?
Okay, well, that's all the time we have for today. And we will learn more about taking flattering photos next time.
All right, I'll see you guys next time.
People like to take pictures of themselves. However, the photos aren't always very flattering. Here are some ways to fix that. First, don't center yourself in the photo. Try to follow the rule of thirds. That will help make your good parts look better. Next, pay attention to your body. Keep your shoulders back and your chin forward. After you take the photos, check them for problems. You can retouch them to fix the problems. Remember, don't retouch them too much, or you won't look like you.
Hi, I'm Tina. 我们来看一下这一课的重点单字。第一个 photo 名词，照片。I took lots of photos of my cats. 我为我的猫咪们拍了很多照片。下一个单字 fix 动词，处理、解决。Teddy helped me fix the problem. Teddy 帮助我处理这个问题。下一个单字 chin 名词，下巴。Bobby has a double chin. Bobby 有双下巴。Double chin 就是双下巴。最后一个单字 forward 副词，向前。She ran forward to her mother. 她往前跑向妈妈。接着我们来看重点文法。第一个 pay attention to 注意。Attention 是一个名词，表示专心、注意力。Pay attention to 之后可以接人或者是事物来表达注意、留意某件事情。我们来看看这个例句。
Pay attention to the teacher.
下一个文法 check A for B， 检查 A 是否有 B。Check 是表示检查、检视。我们来看看这个句子。Danny always checks his homework for mistakes. Danny 总是会检查他的作业是否有错误。最后一个文法 A looks like B. A 看起来像 B， 意思就是指 A 和 B 长得很像。You look like your mother. 你和你妈妈长得很像。以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，回去记得复习哦。我们下一课再见啦，拜拜。
Hello, I'm Matt.
I'm Stephen.
Today we're going to play Word Drop. We each have 3 cards with words or phrases on them that we haven't looked at yet, and we need to fit these words or phrases into a conversation as smoothly as we can. So I'm going to get the conversation started.
Okay.
Let's go. Okay. I was on an airplane recently, and I don't mind being on an airplane too much because, because you can. Now they have lots of good movies and entertainment, so it's nice to be able to sit back and watch a movie. But I find now that the leg room's so little that even when you're trying to watch a movie, it's when the person puts their chair back, it's so close to your face that it's right there, and the whole time I'm on the flight, I just want that person to move their chair forward.
That would be really nice of them, but it's really awkward to ask them that sometimes as well. And also, speaking of that tiny space, then when the flight attendant comes by and asks you what you want to eat, and then you pick your food and you start eating, you realize that there's so little room for you to eat. So you're just kind of trying not to get things onto your shirt, but sometimes it just happens to get on your face, you're just oh, I got all this food in my face. Oh, I think you have something on your chin.
Thank you for that. Yeah, so I think the airlines should find a way to I saw this new thing where they were gonna make it so the chairs some are lower and some are higher so that everyone has equal room to put their chair back.
Well, that's nice.
I thought it looked like a good solution and a good way, I think by doing that, you make everyone happy and it's a good way to fix things.
That is a really good way to fix things. I think I remember seeing that article that you're talking about. I really do hope they start making flights like that so then I don't feel like I'm suffocating or in this really enclosed space. So I can't really remember though, where did I actually see that article? I think there was a photo of it, right? Somewhere?
There was. I think I also saw it. I think it was one of those clickbait articles that you see on Facebook or social media. And one thing I always find is those articles are always there's so many spelling mistakes and stuff in it, and it's they don't even check the article for mistakes.
Why don't they do that? That is just so ridiculous and just so annoying to see all these spelling mistakes. And so I think that people need to go back and edit these articles better because they need to appreciate their jobs. And has anyone ever told you that you look like my brother?
Really? I've met your brother. I didn't think I did, but no one has ever told me that.
Really?
See you next time.